Hello, it's Gamma's World. We are about to make taco cupcakes. Here are all the ingredients that you'll need to make this recipe. We have ground beef, or in this case, impossible meat, shredded cheddar cheese, green onion, black beans, wonton wraps, tomatoes, and sour cream, black olives, and taco seasoning. Preheat your oven to 375. Use your choice of oil to coat the bottom of your pan. And of course, you want to use a muffin or a cupcake tin. Here I'm taking my brush just to make sure that I coat all the sides to each little space for the cupcakes. After draining the excess oil with a paper towel, I brown my impossible meat, or in your case, it might be ground beef. After it's just about browned, I use the taco seasoning. I mix and stir that in well while I complete the browning of the impossible meat. If you notice, when using impossible meat, there is no excess fat to be drained. I can show you in the bottom of the pan where there's no oil at the bottom. If you are using ground beef, you may want to drain that in a strainer before you continue your process of making these taco cupcakes. Here I'm warming the Bush's seasoned recipe black beans. Once they're warm, I'm going to sit that to the side. Now I'm going to cut these green onions. You can go ahead and cut those green onions to the size that you prefer. Next, I'm going to finely dice a Roma tomato. After dicing my Roma tomato, I'm going to take my grater and freshly shred some cheddar cheese. Y'all gotta remember that freshly shredded cheddar cheese was gonna taste so much better than the packaged shredded cheese that comes with all of the preservatives. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and place those wonton wraps in the cupcake pan. Now, when I did this, I did notice that the wonton wraps were kind of small for the little spaces. So I did go back after this and add a second wonton wrap to each one of the spaces, just so that the cupcakes can be a little bigger and so that the filling won't fall into the pan. Although I use the wonton wraps, I'm really thinking about next time trying a regular soft tortilla shell, possibly cutting them into little squares just so that I can have a thicker taco cupcake shell. These are kind of thin. Here I am filling each shell with the impossible meat. Again, if you're using ground beef, you'll place your ground beef in first. Keep in mind, you can always skip this step. You don't have to use ground beef or impossible meat. You can just simply skip over this and go straight to using black beans, as you'll see in the next step. And here you'll see where I add those black beans right on top of the impossible meat. In this recipe, you're just simply layering the ingredients. And after those black beans, we're going to take a layer of shredded cheese. Save some of your shredded cheese because after it comes out of the oven, you're actually going to add a little bit more. You can go ahead and decide how much cheese you want to add to your taco cupcakes. The green onions will be layered on top of the cheese. You can decide if you want to have your green onions on top of the cheese now or if you want to wait until it comes out of the oven to have them fresh. Of course, I'm adding mine now, and then I'm going to pop that right in the oven on the 375-degree temp for about 15 minutes. You can go ahead and keep taking a look at them to see how brown you want your wontons to be. Next, here I'm adding my sour cream because I love sour cream. So I'm adding a little dollop onto each one of the muffins. There you see I've added some tomatoes to a couple of them. My grandkids don't care for tomatoes, so those three are for me. I'm adding my black olives because I love those. You can also add a jalapeno pepper or any ingredients you want, avocado, or even taco sauce. Thanks for watching.